It happens that when the son is growing faster and well, he then begins to feel like he has reached a point to compete with his father. It's both good and bad. It is bad if the son is going to end up missing an opportunity to learn and be led. It is good when a son keeps on being aware of his seniors and is able from now and then to draw some lessons here and there. I'm saying this because I think somebody must help this Tambo boy and Julius Malema to understand that when it comes to African politics, Jacob Zuma is their senior. They must not think that by asking 1 or 2 questions, delivering 3 or 4 speeches here and there and got hand clap, now they can outsmart their senior, Jacob Zuma. There's nothing wrong with them saluting Jacob Zuma. If they are true revolutionaries, you respect the revolutionaries who came before you. The same way you'll make reference to Julius Nyerere, you must know that Julius Nyerere has certain views about Jacob Zuma that you undermine. And actually, Nyerere respected Zuma. The same way you'll make reference to Tambo. The same way you'll make reference to Chris Hani. You must remember that Chris Hani had a lot of respect for Jacob Zuma. And you must also remember, whatever has been said about Jacob Zuma has not been proven. It's just vilification, rhetorics being spread around and reinforced using mainstream media. But none of these things have been proven against Jacob Zuma. So somebody must help these young political aspirants like this Tambo boy to know that there's nothing wrong with saluting your seniors. And by the way, Jacob Zuma is not even their senior. He's a senior of their mentors. So now to want to cut corners now, run and want to posture as an equal to Jacob Zuma is serious injustice to themselves. He can't be their equal. He has done a lot than them. He understands, and that's why he beat them with the recent elections. What people don't want to accept. What kind of skills and dexterity you require to launch a party in 2 months and be the 3rd largest party nationally? No one can do that. Only Jacob Zuma did that. Why? He's a senior, seasoned black politician of the black oppressed class. So this Tambo boy to jump out there now and start to question Zuma as if he possessed any uncanny dexterity above and beyond the abilities of Jacob Zuma, it's quite wasteful. And he needs to be assisted to understand that he still has a long journey to go for him to learn a lot of things. For him now that he feels a little bit older, he can now start questioning Zuma as if Zuma has no history, as if we don't know Zuma, as if Zuma has made no impact to the struggle of black oppressed, to the ANC itself. Even forgetting that the ANC itself, to get 2/3 majority under Mbeki, Zuma played a huge role by gaining more than 1 million votes from KZN alone against tough Inkatha Freedom Party. They must be watchful because the future is going to judge them harshly. And what do I mean by that? Watch the EFF growing in Limpopo. And that's the future I'm talking about. Because right now they're writing on the rhetoric that Zuma is a Zulu guy, MK parties for Zulu people, but the MK is growing in Limpopo. The MK is growing in Mpumalanga. The MK is growing in Gauteng. Watch 2026 what's going to happen. All of us, the Xhosa people, the Pedi people, the Tswana people, the Sotho people, the Zulu people will be voting Umkhonto weSizwe because we are not fooled by cheap tabloid media rhetorics that MK party belongs to Zulu people. Watch the trajectory of Floyd Shivambu, a guy who's not Zulu. Watch his success. Watch. People will be surprised. Many of us in the MK, we see future in Floyd. We see leadership in Floyd. I have so many ANC members who said, we're waiting for Floyd. after Tumbeza has given him a chance. Because Tumbeza is still going to lead us. Don't rush Tumbeza. Give Tumbeza his time. He's got a role to play. He's got a foundation to cement before we even bring in other leaders. But even if it's like that, let us tell you, we see great future in Floyd leading us in the MK. And we're watching closely. At a certain point, we were so worried about the succession issues in the MK party. And Jacob Zuma had us. And he aligned his soldiers very well. Succession is becoming more clearer. But that's not what we're going to talk about now, because in our cultures, African cultures, we don't talk succession in a way which end up undermining the current leaders. But we can tell you, the succession issue in the MK party is well in order. We are cruising nicely.